Have you ever caught a glimpse of yourself in the mirror and thought, when did I start looking so tired? Maybe it's the lines around your eyes or the way your energy seems to run out before the day even really begins. You're not alone. So many of us reach a point where we start wondering, is this just what aging feels like? Or is there something we can actually do about it? Here's the truth. Aging is natural. But feeling old? That's often optional. And believe me, there are small but powerful things you can start doing right now that can help you feel younger, stronger, and more alive, no matter your age. In fact, many seniors say they wish they had known these simple secrets sooner. Because once you know them, everything changes. Your energy, your mood, your confidence. You start to feel like yourself again. In this video, we're going to talk about 6 anti-aging habits that truly make a difference. These are not magic pills or expensive treatments. These are real science-backed practices that help your body, your mind, and your spirit stay youthful. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's dive into the first secret. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you truly focused on how you breathe? Sounds too simple, right? But that brings us to the first anti-aging secret: deep, mindful breathing. Most people over 60 don't realize how often they hold tension in their body, especially in the chest and shoulders. Years of shallow breathing can slowly starve your body of the oxygen it needs. This contributes to fatigue, poor sleep, and even memory issues. Take a moment with me now. Inhale deeply through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold it. Now exhale slowly through your mouth. Do that a few times a day, especially in the morning and before bed. It calms your nervous system, boosts circulation, and actually helps reduce the stress that accelerates aging. It's free, it's easy, and it works. Now, while we're talking about simple habits that pack a punch, let's move on to one that's often overlooked but incredibly powerful: morning movement. No, I don't mean an intense workout. I'm talking about gentle stretching, walking, or even 5 minutes of Tai Chi. The key is to move your body first thing after waking up. Why? Because your muscles are stiffer in the morning, your circulation is slower, and your joints need a little warming up, especially as we age. Just 5 to 10 minutes of movement can make your whole day feel different. Your energy levels rise, your posture improves, and you start your morning with a small win. Seniors who build this habit into their daily routine often say they feel more flexible, balanced, and even less foggy in the head. You're telling your body, I'm still in charge here. You don't need a gym or special equipment. Just stretch your arms overhead, roll your shoulders, march in place, do some gentle side bends. It's not about doing it perfectly. It's about doing it consistently. And here's something interesting. This simple morning habit also ties into our next powerful anti-aging secret: sunlight. Yes, just being in the sun safely can change how your body feels and how your brain functions. After 60, your body produces far less vitamin D, which plays a major role in mood, bone health, and even your immune system. So many older adults unknowingly suffer from low vitamin D levels. They feel tired, a little down, maybe even achy, and they blame it on age. But the fix? Step outside for just 15 minutes in the morning sun. Let that light hit your skin, without sunscreen if your doctor says it's okay, and you'll start to notice the difference. It wakes up your brain, balances your hormones, and helps regulate your sleep. Think of it like charging your battery. Just like plants need sunlight to grow, your body needs it to stay young and functioning. You don't have to lie on a beach. Just a walk around your block or sitting with your morning coffee by a sunny window can work wonders. These first few habits might seem small, but together they set a powerful tone for your day and your life. Breathing fully, moving gently, getting sunlight, they help your body remember what vitality feels like. And the beautiful thing is, none of these require major changes or money. Just awareness and the willingness to try. As you're sitting there now, maybe you're starting to think, hey, I can do this. I want to feel better. I want to feel like me again. And that's exactly the point. Aging doesn't have to mean fading. It can mean deepening, growing, and living with more intention. Now that your day has started with fresh air in your lungs, a bit of movement in your body, and sunlight on your skin, you've already done more for your well-being than most people realize. And that leads us into something a little deeper, something that affects how we age, not just physically, but emotionally too. I'm talking about connection. One of the most underrated anti-aging secrets is nurturing meaningful social connections. Not just casual chats with neighbors. I mean the kind of conversations and relationships that make you feel seen, heard, and valued. You see, isolation and loneliness are silent agers. They creep into your daily life and begin to steal your joy, your energy, even your motivation to take care of yourself. You might think, I've always been independent. I don't need anyone. And maybe that's true. But even the strongest, most independent people thrive when they feel emotionally connected to a friend, a family member, a pet, even a community group. It's not about having dozens of people around you. Sometimes one deep connection can change your entire outlook on life. Make a phone call, invite someone over for tea, join a walking group or a local class, or even an online community. These connections act like emotional vitamins. They lift your spirits, protect your mind, and make you feel young at heart. Research even shows that seniors who maintain strong social ties live longer and experience fewer memory problems. It's powerful, and it starts with one hello. And while we're talking about nourishment for the soul, we can't forget the fuel we put into our bodies. That's right. The next anti-aging secret is eating with intention, not just habit. You know how easy it is to fall into the same eating routines. Toast and coffee in the morning, maybe a sandwich at lunch, something quick for dinner. But what we eat after 60 matters more than ever. Your body needs fewer calories but more nutrients. That means every bite should work for you, not against you. Leafy greens, colorful vegetables, berries, nuts, olive oil, these are your allies now. They fight inflammation, which is one of the biggest drivers of aging. Inflammation is what makes your joints stiff, your skin dull, your brain foggy. You don't need to follow some strict diet or count every bite. Just be mindful. Swap white bread for whole grains. Add a handful of spinach to your omelet. Choose water or herbal tea instead of sugary drinks. Small changes made consistently can have a huge impact on how you feel. And here's something else. Eating well isn't just about physical health. It's also about joy. Try cooking a new recipe. Pick up fresh produce from a local farmer's market. Make mealtime a peaceful ritual instead of a rushed task. Light a candle. Put on your favorite music. Enjoy the moment. You deserve that kind of care. Now you might be wondering, okay, I've got my breath, movement, sunlight, connection, and nutrition. What else? And this one might surprise you. It's something most of us overlook, but it's vital. Learning something new. That's right. Keeping your brain young keeps you young. And it doesn't have to be anything fancy. Read a book. Try painting. Learn how to play a new card game. Watch documentaries that spark your curiosity. Even simple things like doing puzzles or learning a few phrases in a new language light up parts of your brain that often go unused. Why is this so important? Because your brain is like a muscle. If you don't challenge it, it slows down. And when it slows down, you can start to feel stuck, sluggish, or even sad. But when you feed your brain new information, it releases chemicals that boost your mood and keep your memory sharper. And here's the beautiful part. It's never too late to learn. In fact, older adults often learn more deeply because they bring wisdom and life experience to everything they take in. So go ahead, sign up for that class Ask your grandchild to teach you how to use that new app, or dive into a topic you've always been curious about. You'll be surprised by how alive it makes you feel. All of these habits, breathing deeply, moving gently, soaking in sunlight, connecting with others, nourishing your body, and feeding your mind, they're not just about avoiding wrinkles or chasing youth. They're about living with energy, purpose, and joy. They're about reminding yourself and the world that growing older can be a beautiful, empowering experience. There's something magical that starts to happen when you engage your mind with curiosity, nourish your body with care, and reconnect with others in ways that lift your spirit. But there's one more piece of the puzzle, one secret that seniors often overlook, and yet it might be the most powerful of them all. It's your mindset. That quiet little voice in your head, the one that tells you, "I'm too old for this," or "It's too late for me," is far more aging than time itself. The truth is, your beliefs about aging can actually change how you age. Scientists have found that people who hold positive views about growing older live longer, not by months, but by years. That's the impact of mindset. So the next time you catch yourself thinking, "I can't do that anymore," stop and ask, is that really true? Or is that just an old story I've been telling myself? Rewriting that story, even just a little, opens the door to a whole new level of vitality. Maybe instead of saying, "My best years are behind me," you say, "There's still so much life left for me to live." Instead of, "I'm slowing down," say, "I'm learning to move with more purpose and care." These simple shifts in how you speak to yourself can transform how you feel about your body, your future, and your possibilities. It's not about pretending to be 30 again. It's about embracing the strength, wisdom, and confidence that only come with age, in choosing to thrive, not just survive. And the best part? That choice is always within your reach. Now, all of this might sound inspiring, but you might also be thinking, "That sounds nice, but how do I actually stay motivated?" That's where the final secret comes in, and it's a gentle one: self-kindness. So many of us were raised to put others first, to push through discomfort, to stay strong, even when we're struggling. And while that grit is admirable, it can sometimes turn inward in unhealthy ways. We become too hard on ourselves. We judge the wrinkles, the slower pace, the missed steps. But self-kindness is not weakness. It's strength. It's saying, "I'm doing the best I can, and that's enough." You don't need to get everything perfect. You don't need to fix every ache or look a certain way. You just need to show up for yourself day by day with the same care you'd offer to someone you love deeply. When you forget to stretch or skip your walk, forgive yourself. When you indulge in a treat, enjoy it fully without guilt. When you're tired or sad or overwhelmed, rest, breathe, reach out. The journey of aging well isn't a straight line. It's a dance, some days full of energy and confidence, others slower and more reflective. But every step counts. Every effort adds up. And every act of self-care is a quiet reminder: I matter. My health matters. My joy matters. So if you take anything from this video, let it be this: you are not powerless in the face of time. You have more influence over your aging than you think. With each breath, each choice, each kind word to yourself, you're writing the story of how you age. And that story can be one of strength, growth, and even new beginnings. There's a whole world of possibilities still ahead. New friendships, new joys, new moments of laughter and peace. Don't let the number of candles on your birthday cake define you. Let your spirit, your habits, and your heart be the guide. If this message resonated with you, I'd love for you to share your thoughts in the comments. What's one habit or mindset shift you want to start today? Your words might just inspire someone else who's listening. And if you found this helpful, please give it a like and consider subscribing for more uplifting content just like this. You deserve a space that supports your well-being, encourages your growth, and reminds you of just how much life you still have to live. Here's to your health, your joy, and your journey, because your best years might just be the ones ahead. You know, one of the most beautiful things about aging is the perspective it gives us. We begin to see what really matters, not the rush, not the approval, not the noise, but the quiet joys, the little victories, the deep connections. And yet, even with all that wisdom, many of us still carry around one silent, aching question. Did I do enough? Am I still enough? If you've ever felt that weight, you're not alone. Aging can sometimes feel like you're slowly being erased from the workforce, from certain conversations, even from parts of your own identity. But let me tell you something from the heart. You are still here, and you still matter. You are not invisible. You are not irrelevant. You are a living story, rich with memories, laughter, heartbreaks, lessons, and love. That's not something to hide. That's something to honor. And that leads us to the final, lasting secret of aging well: purpose. Purpose doesn't have to be some grand, world-changing mission. It can be something as quiet as tending your garden, calling your grandchild, painting with your hands, or simply offering a kind smile to someone who needs it. Purpose lives in the moments when you feel connected to life, when your actions, no matter how small, bring you joy or give someone else comfort. Studies show that seniors with a strong sense of purpose live longer, experience less stress, and even sleep better. Why? Because the human spirit craves meaning at every age. When you wake up in the morning with something to look forward to, something that matters to you, it lights a spark that no wrinkle or gray hair can dim. Maybe your purpose now is different than it was 20 years ago, and that's okay. Life evolves, and so do we. The beauty of this stage is that you get to redefine it. You get to choose what your time means, how your days feel, and where you place your energy. That's power. And if you're unsure where to start, begin with curiosity. Ask yourself, what used to make me feel alive that I've let slip away? Or, what have I always wanted to try but never made time for? Maybe it's learning to play the piano, or volunteering at the library, or writing that story you've held in your heart for years. It's never too late, not for new adventures, not for healing, not for joy. Because here's the truth most people miss. Aging doesn't mean shrinking. It doesn't mean giving up space or giving into time. It means expanding into the version of yourself that's more free, more centered, more unapologetically you than ever before. You have earned the right to live boldly, to say yes to what fills you, and to say no to what no longer serves you. You've earned rest and fun and laughter so loud it echoes through the walls. You've earned peace, and you've earned the chance to leave behind the rules that once boxed you in. This life, your life, is still unfolding. It's still yours to shape. And every choice you make now, every healthy meal, every walk in the sun, every moment of stillness or creativity, is a quiet but powerful act of self-love. That's what aging well really is. Not chasing youth, but embracing life with a full heart and open hands. So the next time someone asks how old you are, smile and tell them your age with pride. Then show them what aging gracefully, joyfully, and powerfully looks like. Because you, yes you, are the living proof that the best is never behind us. It's always still unfolding, one beautiful day at a time. Thank you for spending your time with me today. If this video brought you a little hope, a little strength, or just a warm feeling in your heart, I'd love for you to share it with someone else who might need it. Let's keep spreading this message, that aging isn't the end of the story, It's just a new chapter filled with wisdom, wonder, and light. Please like this video if it spoke to you, subscribe for more gentle guidance and uplifting content, and let me know in the comments. What's one thing you're doing today to live younger, wiser, and happier? I'd love to hear from you. Here's to your energy, your radiance, your peace, and your beautiful journey forward.